The story so far.
Hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back with some more Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. In the last episode, I was scurrying about trying to get the episode to end because there was a bunch of cutscenes and I wanted to go play Splatoon. But that is a very bad way of getting back to the point where we are now. Or rather, a bad way of describing what just happened. What really ended up happening is Napoleon was able to, I guess, use Marie to play Moon Princess and was able to summon the Hanging Gardens, which is one of his strongest weapons.
Chapter 9. Weapon in the Clouds.
Also, before I continue, I am going to actually go grab my phone because I wanted to go explain some things. It's just more so trivia. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I'm going to voice over Raphael and then I will let you all know of the things that I wanted to cover. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off. Okay. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Hard to believe people could build something like this thousands of years ago. No time for sightseeing, Fondue. We've got some bad guys to bag. So, if you really want to see what this area kind of looks like, this is what it looks like. Or a better view is this. This is honestly really, really freaking cool. I'm going to turn on the 3D to see if it changes anything. The camera, not the camera. The screen will probably move, just letting you all know. You can, in fact, as it appears, you can, in fact, look at this area in 3D. I highly recommend you do that because the very few areas that you can look at in 3D are really freaking cool. So if you're playing on a 3DS, I highly recommend you do that. If you're playing on a 2DS, I'm sorry, you cannot do that. But if you have the luxury of doing it on a 3DS, go ahead and do that. Also, this is really random, but I looked up, I was looking at a video on Rhythm Thief like a few days ago. Apparently, it's not just me that thinks that the gyro controls are really, really bad on Rhythm Thief. It's specifically that the gyro controls really suck on the new 3DSs and like the 3DS XLs and whatnot. On the original 3DS, like the original model, it supposedly works really well. But just with the new 3DSs, for whatever reason, they just didn't really know how to make it work. Anyways, I guess before I get on with the trivia, I'm going to let you all know there is not a single sound that you can get in Chapter 9, and there is not a single sound disc in Chapter 9. There are all of 2 Phantom Notes in this chapter, though. Those are the only 2 collectibles that you will be looking for. One of them is in the Hanging Garden second level corridor, and the second one is in the Hanging Garden central passage. But anyways, before we continue, if you all would like to know a little bit of trivia, it's not like a bombardment of trivia, but I'm just gonna let you know the general gist of the Hanging Gardens, because I did some research on this and I knew what it was. It's just I didn't know like enough about it to like be like, you know, somebody of authority on it. But this is just some general idea of what it is. So the Hanging Gardens is based on the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It is believed that it was built either in the 6th or 7th century BC. Some fauna in the Hanging Gardens include pears, plums, pomegranates, grapefruits, and figs, you know, stuff of that sort. The reason it's so interesting is because these were all exotic plants that would normally not be in this area of the world. It was built for King... I'm hella gonna butcher this guy's name, but I do know his name in Spanish, but it's Nebuchadnezzar's wife to enjoy. He's like somebody that appears in the Bible. Anyways, it was built for his wife to enjoy. Another example of one of these wonders, if you're interested, is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is the last one remaining as of this point in time. Or if you want a different one of them is the statue of Zeus at Olympia. Essentially, these are notable structures that were there during classic antiquity. Basically, you know, a long time ago, these structures were built. Most of them no longer exist. The only one that's standing at this point in time is the Pyramid of Giza. That is all I kind of wanted to share about this. I didn't know what the Hanging Gardens were like entirely. I just knew, oh, this is a cool area in Rhythm Thief. But I did not know it was based off of like an actual real life thing. And no, this is not what the actual Hanging Gardens looks like. This is just what the game depicts it as. This is not entirely what it's supposed to look like in real life. It does not fly. There's nothing here. You picked up their scent? Take me to him, but okay. Like, there was no need for that dialogue, but thank you. You're looking for the second level corridor, which is here. There's something written on the statue. Ruler of the gardens, ether, storm, and rain, bend before your might. Seeker of power, stand upon the summit, strike with hand divine. Who could have written all this? Anyways, over here, we're looking for the Phantom Note. I got almost all of them. I just cannot find the last one. Oh, there it was. Okay. Well, that's the first one that we needed to get out of the way. There's only one more collectible, and then we are done. This is the doorway, the second level doorway, but we're looking for the central passage. This is one of the few areas in the game where you can look at multiple things. If you click on the statues, they will say stuff, but that's just if you kind of want to read them. That doesn't really add anything new. These statues are kind of giving hints to, like, sorry for the flashbangs each and every time. That's just the game doing it. But it's kind of giving hints to what we're about to do right now. Figures, the door's locked. Hang on, what's with this panel? If I had to guess, figuring out this panel is the key to getting inside. Here goes nothing. You essentially want to do the same thing that you did at the Eiffel Tower, but click on the one that is the one remaining. Oh, shoot. But essentially, you want to keep doing this until the diamond in the middle shines all the way. There we go. Sweet, we're in Shake a Leg Fondue. Also, apologies for no upload on Monday. I was just not in the best of moods. I was just very out of it. So I didn't really want to upload and then just not feel like I'm giving it my all. So that's why I did not upload for Monday. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's keep on going. This is the gardens in the sky.
Marie, I'm here for you.
Phantom R!
Apparently, the petit thief does not know when to die.
I'm taking them back, Napoleon. Both of them. I'll take care of Mr. Delusions of Grandeur. You've got Marie, Fondue.
We have another rhythm game for us. Instead of, you know, controlling the D-pad and A, it is now with the B button and A. This one is honestly kind of tricky. Like I've said before, I don't blame you for using an item. This one is honestly kind of tricky.
To battle, my servants.
I will try my hardest because this one is honestly kind of tricky, like I said.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
There we go. Oh shoot, I was gonna try to speak, but then I messed up. What I was gonna say.
Right. I'm better than you'll ever
Damn, I don't
be.
even remember what I was gonna say. I think it was that. This last part is hard. Oh no! Oh my gosh.
We'll be taking our friends back.
I feel like and like this has been reoccurring multiple times throughout this Let's Play. I feel like maybe this 3DS is damaged, like from the A button, because all the other buttons work fine, but like I've had multiple times throughout this game that I've pressed the A button and it's just not been working. I think it's like starting at like the halfway point of this game. The A button has just started to stop working. Maybe it's that like the button like fell out of its place. I don't know how, but like I'll see if I can get into my 3DS to fix that, because I know how to like take apart 3DSs, but it's not my strong suit. I'm trying to make it my strong suit to fix consoles, but at the moment that is not my strong suit. I will work on this rank, I guess, later on, although I don't really like that I got a C rank. But it is a tricky mini game, I should say. So like, I don't blame you if you also got a similar score.
Those who turn on me will be punished. In the most shameful manner possible, you have my word as a Frenchman. The girl will die, and you will be left to contemplate your powerlessness.
No! Stop!
Why?
Forgive me, Marie. I wanted to spare you from all this. That is why I gave you to the convent while you were yet an infant. But I'm glad I was able to protect you so many years later. Ma chère Marie.
Mother, no, don't leave me again. Mama. Mama.
Got one word for you, Napoleon. Waterloo!
Allons-y, Jean-François. We will meet upon the battlefield of our choosing.
No, stop! Fondue, take Marie to Inspector Vergier. I'm going after them.
Before I continue, I will give you a bit more of trivia, just because this is something that I honestly had no idea what it meant. Like, I knew they had some significance towards Napoleon, but I just didn't know entirely what it meant. When Raphael said Waterloo, I didn't entirely know the significance, but here is what I learned. Just like a very vague, you know, like idea. It was a battle that essentially ended Napoleon's reign as the Emperor of France. Like, this is like the genuine battle, like the Waterloo battle. Basically Raphael is saying this is the last battle where you'll lose. So that's what Raphael is implying when he says Waterloo. All right, let's go ahead and progress further. This is the fountain in the sky.
The bandit does not know when to quit.
Leave this to me, my emperor.
With pleasure, Graf.
Jean-François! Marie trusted you.
Sacrifices are necessary if one is to realize one's ambitious ideals. Can I help it if my destiny is to rule the less intellectually gifted masses?
Ideals? Destiny? You've broken Marie's heart!
I wouldn't expect a little thief to understand.
Oh, oops.
Whoa. your friends.
The real Chevalier Diabolique, created to defend the Babylonian Empire. They know no pity, no mercy. They know only destruction. This time it is au revoir, Phantom. Ah!
Oh, I tried to switch. Oh, swatch. Wow, great selection of words there, my guy. I tried to swap it to the bottom screen because I thought there was gonna be like a cutscene or like a mini cutscene on the bottom, but no. So surprisingly, this is a rhythm game with not only Raphael, not only Charlie, but also Inspector Vergier. We're not going to be using the bottom screen at all. We're going to be using nothing but the top. This has the controls of the normal versus Chevalier Diabolique from Raphael, and then the controls from Inspector Vergier versus the Chevalier Diabolique. And then the Charlie version of this battle is kind of different because you don't tap on the screen. You use the A button to kick. So this is a brand new attacking scheme. But I'm going to let you know with Charlie, each and every time Charlie attacks, it follows the same pattern, regardless of if it cuts his attack or their attack midway. Because so Charlie follows the pattern of 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, or something like that. It's like bum, 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 bum. Just letting you know that. So in case you do the 1, 2, the next time you get to play as Charlie, it's din, 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 din. Just letting you know that. That way you can follow that pattern. It's a little tricky. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about when I play it, but just giving you a fair warning. But I will say Charlie's position in here is probably the easiest to get down.
Charlie! We must defend Paris. Inspector Vergier.
Good! The three of you can die together!
Come on! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Come on! Yeah, 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 yeah!
Now you more or less know what I meant with Charlie.
Come on! Yeah, 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 yeah!
I will honestly say this one's probably easier than the actual Chevalier Diabolique, like the ones that we fought the entire game.
Keep your hands to
It's a pretty easy rhythm game. It's just the Raphael part that's hard. And sometimes the Inspector Vergier part. Apologies for not talking the majority of the time, but it's just, I kind of wanted to let the cutscenes play out. But essentially, the ending of the game, like this last portion of the game, is very heavy with cutscenes.
Don't tell me we're losing ground.
Remember, Charlie has the like that. One more stored. Never mind, we don't get to do Charlie's part anymore.
Don't let them escape!
Thanks, guys. I owe you one. I mean it.
Honestly, I really like that battle because we don't always get to be buddy-buddy with Charlie and Inspector Vergier. We're always being chased by them. But just this one time when like the fate of Paris, or I guess the entirety of France, is at stake, they are willing to work together to get this sorted out. Anyways, I think that's it for this episode. I apologize that I didn't really talk much, and I know it was mostly cutscenes, but I apologize. There is a lot, I believe, left to this chapter. It is one of the longer chapters, I believe. But yeah, we will continue this next time. So until then, I will see you all then.